Judy has some advice for Donald Trump tonight as we switch to politics. Tone it down. It's significant, as Judy's plain speak is her hallmark, and it's what keeps fans tuning in for her. But it's also what makes Trump a winner in the polls. Four in Your Corner's Jackie Henrik getting a behind-the-scenes look at whether America's favorite judge thinks Donald Trump is a good fit for the Oval Office.
Donald is way out there.
Judge Judy Scheinlin is not one to beat around the bush. For her, political correctness is unproductive.
Don't tell me what his mother told you.
Directness is also what Judy's looking for in a president. Back in May, I asked her what she wanted to see this election. Her answer:
Wouldn't you like to hear what the candidates who are running for president have to say legitimately about how they feel about issues, rather than being politically correct and hearing the same old hogwash that we've heard for the last 30 years?
Fast forward 6 months and Donald Trump is at the head of the GOP pack. Judy asked for candor. Trump delivered. So what's her take?
I think that if he really wants to be considered as a real candidate, he has to start to temper some of that rhetoric.
Where you're better off if you stab somebody.
Because while the truthfulness and the candor and the directness of his speeches was appealing for a period of time, in order to be considered, to me, and I'm crazy about Donald, but in order to be considered presidential timber, there has to be a measure in the way you present your argument.
To Judy, Trump's winning streak is a measure of the American people.
They were hungry for plain speak. And Donald is plain speak.
More energy tonight. I like that.
And she says there's something to be said for that. But when it comes to leading a country, diplomacy is important.
I'm looking for someone who not only the citizens of this country can look at and say this is a true leader, but the citizens of the world can look at and say this is a true leader. I mean, the President of the United States is the leader of the free world. And we have to be able to, the world has to be able to rely on his or her word, to feel that they have a good moral compass.
Do you know who you'd vote for at this point in time?
No.
She's never shy about making a ruling.
Anything else?
But don't expect Judy to predict who'll become the next president.
Polls are beginning to shift a little bit. I don't know what the next 6 months are going to bring, but I certainly think that it's more of the responsibility of citizens in this country to keep themselves abreast of reality and what's going on around them. Otherwise, in the famous words of Ed Koch, you get what you deserve.
All right, now we want to hear from you. What do you think about Judge Judy's views on Donald Trump and her thoughts on the presidential race? Do you think he's a good fit for the presidency? And what about some of the points she's raised about him? 239-206-FOX4, news at Fox 4 Now.